Hello everybody! As time goes on and people evolve, it seems like more and more of us are talking firsthand to one another. With all the technology these days, it's no wonder virtual reality is becoming so popular. And it's not like it's years away either. Virtual reality technology is already here, and in weird and wonderful ways, you wouldn't believe what you're capable of within this make-believe world. 10 amazing things you can do in virtual reality. Flying. We've all heard it before. The exhilaration of flying like a bird has inspired mankind for centuries. Well, now the onset of virtual reality has gotten many people excited about the possibility of producing realistic flight-like experiences. Researchers at Zurich University's Interaction Design program have just developed the most realistic bird-like flight experience, called Birdly. Its goal is to allow the user to enjoy the ultimate freedom of a bird and intuitively explore the skies. The reason Birdly produces such an authentic flight experience is that it goes far beyond a typical VR headset. Mountain biking. We all crave adrenaline, right? Well, for a lot of us perhaps, you're interested in careening down paths at 50 miles per hour, dodging wild animals. VR can help you experience the best mountain biking has to offer. You hop on a stationary bicycle while wearing a VR headset that simulates uphill or downhill mountain biking. Now, you can't quite go out and get this in a ready-made package yet. Although some people have managed to experience VR biking either at expos or by procuring the different pieces and setting it up themselves. Fly a plane. With the right hardware and an Oculus Rift, you can now experience lifelike flight combat experiences that are far more sophisticated and immersive than any arcade flight simulator ever was. Doing it yourself is not too difficult either. You'll probably want to download a game called War Thunder for free if you don't already have it. War Thunder is great for VR flight because it natively supports the Oculus Rift. And, well, War Thunder, when experienced with the Oculus Rift, gives you a 3D 360-degree head tracking experience, fully immersing you. Ride roller coasters. No Limits 2, a coaster simulator, is like going to a theme park for half an hour or so, catching an adrenaline buzz, then zipping right back to reality, putting your hands in the air and going upside down. It gives you a standard-looking theme park and has you pick a coaster. Using the OR, you can look all around for perspective, which makes the coaster simulator a lot more realistic than without the VR headset. Visit college campuses. If you're checking out schools or if your kids are getting to that age, you face the daunting task of heavy travel. This means for some people narrowing choices based on travel budget. A website called uvisit.com is loaded up with video and pics of thousands of international colleges and universities. With Rift, you can walk around, look around, and enter buildings. You can look from wall to wall and ceiling to ceiling. Visit real estate. You want to move to New York, but you don't want to go out there a bunch of times to look for a bunch of houses. Well, where there's a will, there's a way. VR is definitely in play in one of the more intuitive applications, allowing a future homeowner to virtually tour a home. A VR company called VR Global specializes in real estate solutions and creates VR experiences for Oculus and Samsung Gear VR. The agent slaps the headset on a client and whisks them into homes across the globe. Pretty cool, right? Skydiving. What is that second like just before you pull the ripcord, your free fall, and your unthinkable altitude? Well, pay for a skydiving package and find out, or go the route of a really good simulator. Valo Airsport, the simulator, is for the Oculus Rift, and it's actually a physics game. That makes it a bit more cerebral and advanced. You have a hand controller for your player, a robotic dude who kind of looks like a flattened hard plastic storage unit. Sexy time. Many adult companies from around the world have been developing many different ways in which your virtual reality headset can be used for personal pleasure. These VR programs more or less put a model of the opposite sex in front of you as if it were a real person, and well, you can guess what happens from there. So good news for people who don't necessarily like going out on the town and meeting real people. The future is full of virtual dates and experiences. Racing. Project Cars, this well-known racing game, is now expanding to VR, partnering with Sony's Project Morpheus. The experience is pretty intense with more than enough engine noise and great graphics. One of the things that supplies a nearly dizzying realism is the experience of palm trees, buildings, and guardrails zipping past you on either side. Even as you're trying to focus on the road, it really turns what could otherwise be a canned racetrack into a full world. Surfing. GoPro has a Facebook-enabled virtual surf experience ready for you. It requires a Samsung Galaxy. It's a good way of showcasing the capability of the camera. It gives you a 360-degree immersive experience so you can see and feel those waves of Tahiti flying at you however you'd like. There's no question that the capabilities of VR will allow you to feel that wave cresting over your head and curling over you. Out of all these virtual reality experiences, which one, if any, would you be interested in trying? Let us know by commenting down below, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and have a great week, everyone.